السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So today I woke up and I decided that I wanted to go to Berbera. So I started packing up my bags and I convinced my mum to go. So right now we're at Damal hotel before we got on the bus and we're just eating lunch and we decided to get lasagna.
After that, we're just watching through a couple of YouTube vids, and I actually realized that Chunks and Sharky are in Somaliland, and they were actually staying at Damal Hotel, and the same hotel that we are right now. So I had to ask one of the waiters if they're still here, but unfortunately they left about a week ago, so it was kind of a bummer, but still pretty good though.
I also wanted to meet Chunks and Sharky, but we didn't get to meet them, and that was a bit sad. But anyway, we still had a fun time, and after we were scrolling through the menu, we found hot chocolate and marshmallows, and I was trying to find marshmallows here for a long time and I got really excited and Hoya let me order it, and I was really happy to find marshmallows. But before the dessert, we ate a really good lasagna. It was really good. It had cheese and I didn't think they'd have lasagna, but they had it and it was really good. The service was good. They were nice and quick. And the atmosphere was really good. And there was like a little balcony where you can look at the whole city. It was so beautiful, and I think it'd be even more beautiful if it was in the night. It didn't take long at all for them to bring the lasagna, but then after Elias had to go pray when because it was duhur. Elias had to go pray when they bring the lasagna. So they said so it stayed hot for him. We're gonna cover it with cling film, and me and my mum just started eating because there wasn't a place for the girls to pray. And it was really good. I liked it, and we asked for extra cheese. And sometimes when restaurants they don't really use like good quality cheese. This was really good quality, and it was with beef and pasta. It was good. The lasagna per person, it was $7 for the plate of lasagna, and the drinks that you can see, the Coke and the Fanta, they were $1 each. And it was really good service. We didn't see the kitchen, but from outside you can see it's a very good and clean atmosphere. And now we're moving on to dessert. We've got caramel cheesecake and the hot chocolate and marshmallows. Really good. The hot chocolate and marshmallows were $3 per cup, and the cheesecake and chocolate cake was 1.5. The cappuccino was 1.8 and the cakes were 1.5. They were really good cheesecake, but I didn't really like the chocolate cake. It was a bit tough, and anyway, I like white chocolate more. And with them hot chocolate, it was really like dark and like milk chocolatey, and I just ate the marshmallows on top of it because I don't like chocolate that much. I like white chocolate. And now we're just seeing a beautiful view of Hargeisa, right in the middle of Hargeisa. It's so beautiful.
It is really an amazing view. But one thing that I don't understand is the fact that Western media always portrays Africa as just starving children, malnourished children, huts, and really Africa's actually it's beautiful. It's developing. There are some places that are completely developed and have pretty much reached the European standard, if you would say call it. But it's amazing, honestly.
As you can see over there, I think they're building a mall. I'm telling to anybody that's coming from other countries, none of the countries that you are in were built already. They had to start at one point. And if they stop, then they're not gonna get as good as the other stuff. And I love Somaliland. As you can see, we have Samsung, and we can get original phones from Samsung. It's the actual company, TVs, everything. And hopefully Apple's gonna come soon. It was really beautiful, and as we were looking at the view, we actually got a phone call. Our bus was supposed to go at 2:30, but the man called. He said there's lots of people came, and your bus is actually going at 1:30. So where are you? And then we said that we're at Damal Hotel. The bus came in front of Damal Hotel, and as soon as we got on the bus, we said, "Where's our bags?" And he said, "We'd bring the bags when you're in Berbera." And we said that's not gonna work. So the man personally came and brought our bags. It was good, but we'd like him to tell it a few minutes before, because if we went home or we were far away, like, what would we do? We would have missed that bus, and it was really good service. And for anybody that wants to know the prices, for Barrio Galbed, it's $3 one way to go to Berbera. So if you're going there and coming back, it's $6 per person, which is really cheap. And obviously there's other companies like Sahel that can charge up to $5 and $7 one way, which are smaller buses. But for safety reasons, because the bigger the bus is less risk of falling off the road or something like that. That's why we chose Barrio Galbed.
And as you can see, there's so many towers around, and actually really, really well done. Surprisingly, the Somali, what's it called, the engineers in our country are actually really talented. And you will even find 8-year-old kids who make toys or just from bottles and spare batteries, which is really amazing. And on top of that, actually, the amazing thing about our country is the fact that it's a cashless society, essentially. We have Zad, we can just, what's it called, send money to each other using a brick phone, and just by typing in sending it to them by the merchant number, which actually is amazing. And actually only by a couple of years ago, or maybe a while ago, Sweden actually did a new thing. It's called Swift. Sweden's been doing this for a while now, but Somaliland's been doing it for, well, way before then. And it just shows you, mashallah. Just look at the countryside. We were passing by a couple of buildings on the outskirts of, I suppose, the suburban areas, except for they have actually a lot of greenery, which is actually really nice. It's very scenic. It's a very scenic ride towards Berbera.
And as you can see, there's a lot of different trees and rocks, and there was a lot of mountains in different shapes. And actually on the way back, I saw baboons, and I didn't really think they'd have baboons, but there was like so much baboons, and I got really like, wow. As we were walking, we passed a few towns, like a few little villages, and On the last village that we passed, the bus took a stop. The driver was checking the bus, and obviously people were praying Asr, and they were taking breaks, because obviously when you're on a big bus, it was like 50 people. When you're on a big bus, you're gonna obviously need a little break to have some air and stuff. So we had a little break, and then we went back on the road. I think it was 3 hours. It was really good, and the road, they built it so well. There's only like a little part which is not on the proper road, but that's really good too. It's like a few bumps, but it's really fine. Until next time.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.